Hello guys, Reggie here of Archaeologists. Today we're gonna do a short unboxing and also reviewing the Sudokoo Proteus 360 AIO Cooler. Let's do the unboxing. Inside the box you will find a small box that contains the information and support and the user's manual, the Intel backplate, some cables, screws, stand-ups, brackets, and tube combs, the magnetic pump cap, and lastly the Sudokoo Proteus 360 AIO cooler itself. Let's go to the specifications and features. The water block has dimensions of 102 by 95 by 93 millimeters. The radiator has dimensions of 402 by 123 by 27 millimeters. The tube has a length of 410 millimeters. The Proteus 360 is one of the AIO products from Sudokoo. The top cap is a combination of metal and plastic that has magnets to be easily attached and detached from the pump. The cap has an LCD screen that is 3.4 inches with 480 by 480 resolution. At the back of the cap are contact pins so it can be connected and powered. Thanks to this design on the top of the pump, you can easily reorient the display without using any tools. The pump itself is on a plastic housing, and Sudokoo claims this cooler can cool up to 320 watts TDP. The cold plate is made from copper with pre-applied thermal paste. The radiator is your typical aluminum radiator with a cross-flow design of the fins. At the sides are metal emblems with Proteus text. The other emblem has the Sudokoo linker hub on top of it. The tube is your typical rubber tube with a sleeve, so there's nothing so unique or special about it. Sudokoo also provided some tube combs to easily manage the tubes and run a cable in between. The tube is connected to the radiator through plastic fittings. Also, it is connected to the pump with plastic fittings to make it swivel easily. The fans included are 120 by 30 mm fans that almost have the same design as their Mach 120 fans. At the center is the Sudokoo logo. There are rubber pads on the corners, which have a similar design to deep cool fans. The fan has a maximum speed of 2,500 RPM and a maximum airflow of 91.10 CFM. The side of the fans have covers. One is all made from plastic that covers the cables of the fans, and the other one has ARGB lighting on it. This also encourages users to create their own design, as Sudokoo provided 3D printing files for this. The side cover with lighting can be connected to the linker hub or to a 3-pin ARGB header using the 3-pin ARGB cable. Speaking of the linker hub, the hub can adjust the fan and pump speeds and control the ARGB lighting to the Mastercraft app. Same with the Sudokoo SK700V air cooler, the Mastercraft app will allow you to monitor your PC status and utilizations, the specifications of your PC, and configure both the linker hub and the LCD display. In the linker hub tab, you can adjust the speeds of your pumps and fans, or let the motherboard BIOS decide it. Also, it can configure the lighting. In the display tab, you can customize the display that is in a 3x3 configuration. But my favorite is that you can add GIFs or videos on the display, which is really a good one as you can adjust the size and not just cover it all. Let's install the AIO cooler. Here are my final thoughts. The Sudokoo Proteus 360 comes out strong right out the box. The overall build feels solid and premium, giving off the impression that this is not just another generic AIO cooler. Everything about its design carries that you can say it's a well-built cooler, which is always a good start for any cooling solution. Temperature-wise, it sits comfortably within the range of the AIO coolers I tested, neither leading nor falling significantly behind. Its numbers remain competitive across the board, showing that it performs on par with the rest of the lineup in maintaining stable CPU temperatures. Installation was also pretty straightforward. As long as you follow the user's manual, you won't really run into problems. If you worked with deep-cool AIOs before, the process will actually feel very familiar since the mounting and setup are quite similar. The highlight of this cooler is definitely the LCD display. It is one of the main selling points and honestly the feature that makes it stand out. Paired with the Mastercraft software, you can customize what shows up on the screen as long as it fits the 3x3 grid layout. It's a nice touch of personalization that adds character to your build. That said, I did notice a bit of pump whining even on default settings. I'm not entirely sure if it's normal behavior or just an issue with the sample unit I received, but it's something worth pointing out. Clearance can also be tricky depending on your case, especially if you plan on mounting it on the top. The fan shrouds and the linker hub take up extra space, so compact case users will need to double check measurements before deciding. Speaking of the linker hub, I think the magnet could have been stronger. It tends to detach easily if you're pulling cables around, which can be annoying during cable management. Also, speaking of cables, the USB cable length is another small problem. It's a bit short for proper routing behind the motherboard tray, so I had no choice but to run it through the front instead. Overall, the Sudokoo Proteus 360 AIO cooler delivers solid build quality, good performance, AC installation, and a standout customizable LCD display that adds personality to any setup. While it does comes with few quirks, its overall performance remains competitive. The real hurdle here is the pricing, which makes it hard to recommend purely for cooling alone. But if you're after for a premium looking AIO with a unique display feature, the Proteus 360 is definitely worth a look. You can buy the Sudokoo Proteus 360 AIO cooler for around $259.99 or 14,800 pesos at your nearest Sudokoo affiliated online and physical stores. I hope this video is informational for you. For more videos, click on the subscribe button and follow my Facebook page. And see you in the next video.